Hi. Okay, first of all, how many views did this thing get? Like 300,000 million? Like, huh? I don't even know how that's possible. Thank you to everyone who watched, liked, subscribed. That means a lot to me. And of course, thank you to the YouTube algorithm gods for blessing me. Oh my god, this is so weird. I've never done like a YouTube commentary video before. Like, this is weird. What am I?
You can do this, girl. You can do this, girl.
So this is gonna be kind of like a behind the scenes video, I guess, on the holy methods in which I conjured this MOV file. So if you didn't already know, I made this as my junior thesis for film school.
Wakey, 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 it's time for school. Wake up, it's time for school.
I started writing it in like 2023 and it's come a long way since its inception.
Are you all right in here?
Well,
Don't worry, come here.
Brady walks up to Jackson and gives him a hug.
Nothing can hurt you anymore, except me.
As Jackson says that, his eyeballs turn to a solid black. Jackson's head then expands until it explodes, where dozens of maggots fly into the air, then falling onto the floor in which they crawl around.
What the hell?
Exterior, side of road, night. A police car pulls up next to them. Out steps a police officer holding a handgun.
Get on the fucking ground now.
Brady continues before the police officer shoots his gun at Brady. He falls to the ground next to Becky without changing expressions. He bleeds from the stomach as the camera pulls back from an aerial shot.
It was very weird. Of course, unlike the final product. But with the help of my classmates and professor, we workshopped it into what it is today. Thank you guys, thank you, I appreciate it.
It wasn't that good.
Okay, whatever. So this was inspired by a few things like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and as a few eagle-eyed viewers pointed out, too many cooks. That's right, it's confirmed. A few people said this was similar to Late Night with the Devil and Kevin Can F Himself, but I watched those after I wrote the script, so honestly, I say they'd copy off of me. The set was fun to make. We had a painter come in and sponge paint the walls, which I think is the first time somebody sponge painted a wall since 1985. We had to move like 20 pieces of furniture from the complete opposite side of campus to the soundstage through various interconnected tunnels. But yeah, soon enough, it was done and it was ready to be shot. Hello? Who is this?
It's Kendall. Release the deleted scenes.
I can't. They were deleted. They were never meant to be seen by the public.
You're asking too many questions. Release them now or else.
Listen, I'm sorry. I can't help you. They're gone, all right? Anyway, back to what I was saying before. I was so rudely interrupted! Okay, so you guys know the song, Fucked Up in the Crib, Drinking Dr. Perky. You know, every party needs a good beverage. Beer, vodka, nah. I'm not pulling up to that party unless they got Dr. Perky on that table. That's right, I drove an hour and a half upstate just to get Dr. Perky for this film because, I mean, it's a sitcom in hell. Of course they have Dr. Perky. It's actually pretty good, it's not bad. It's prop time. So, this is one of many bins from my previous videos of various different assorted props. So, first on the list we have these jazz cups. So, funny story about this, they actually weren't in the video. I made them for the video. The design didn't really match the vibe of the rest of the set. You know, my initial thoughts going into it were, the set's kind of meant to look like 80s, 90s-ish. What's more 80s, 90s-ish than this? But yeah, it just didn't really match. The funny story about these is that you apparently like can't get like these jazz cups anywhere anymore except in packs of like 600 online.
What? It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
I basically like remade these on Amazon. I just put the JPEG in and had to print these. So that's kind of cool. So the sweater that Brady wore. I think I got this one on eBay. There was a lot of different options for Brady shirts and I eventually went with this one. The Becky shirt. So I got this one from a Instagram ad website that sells vintage clothing. Funny story about this, after the film was made, I went online to check if they're still selling this specific shirt, and apparently this specific shirt is like completely discontinued on the website. Like they're not sold out or anything. I contacted support and they're just like, yeah, we don't sell it anymore. So maybe people wanted to be like Becky, I don't know. Pong balls. Ooh. Here we have the custom-made Jackson piñata hats. Because of course Jackson would have custom party hats with his face on it. Anyway, this I think is a very interesting prop. It's basically a fake knife that I somehow chopped in half and I glued onto this strap. And basically the idea is that Emmy, the actress who plays Becky, can wear it and it looks like there's like a knife coming out. So a lot of comments did mention this newspaper, and for the first time, y'all get to see it in HD. This image right here is just a picture of my college that I actually go to, that I got from Google, but I just changed it to Lawrenceville. There's a picture of me looking quite serial killery, if I do say so myself. Here is a picture of Santa for no reason other than I just had it on my hard drive. Can we get a rest in peace for the piñata? No, I didn't actually break it on set. I just don't know where the hell it is. Same with the pin the tail on the Jackson poster. That would have been fun to show. 3 bells! You know what that means.
Free ice cream!
No! It's time for top 5 Easter eggs that no one noticed.
Number 1.
You know what the #1 party food is? That's right, deviled eggs.
That's why I'm using deviled eggs.
I'm kind of upset that you can't really make out what they are. I mean, the name's kind of perfect, you know. Deviled eggs. Better the deviled eggs, you know.
Number 2.
I love it when directors make little cameos in their movies. On a completely unrelated note, this guy seems pretty startled when Brady runs into him.
Number 3.
I guess nobody who knows music theory watches my videos, because if they did, you might recognize this little motif when Becky looks at Brady weird.
Number 4. Number 4.
Ayo, why Brady got pictures of these fellas in his house? Isn't that breaking like a million rules of the movie's canon or something?
Number 5.
I actually hid numerous Easter eggs in Becky's static, so here's a little montage of that. Crack. Look at these images. I'm not going to tell you the context behind them. I think it's funnier that way. Some people were wondering about the VHS effect that I use, and well, it's all created using my one-of-a-kind analog horror creation device. All I do is stream the video into the device, record it and play it off of my computer, and then play it back and record it on my computer again. In my opinion, it's kind of impossible to recreate that authentic VHS effect with plugins.
Psh, nobody has time for all that. Just throw in a little bit of chromatic aberration, some wave warp, and boom! Nobody will be able to tell the difference.
Shut up, Gilbert. Speaking of cool techniques, I want to point out that I've never really seen anyone do the same kind of effect that I did for the balloon popping scene. It's basically a feedback loop that utilizes the VCR's imperfections and it duplicates it until it becomes a mess of colors. It's pretty cool. I mean, I personally wonder what it's like being in there. Oh god! No! No! I was kidding! Send me back! Ah! You would not believe how hard it is to get permission to use a fake plastic knife on a college campus, even for filming. You have to go to the police office, get permission slips done, although I will say it was worth it just for this one picture that Thomas took of me. Anyway. It's you again.
Where are those scenes, Danny boy?
Listen, they're gone. They're deleted. I don't have them anymore, alright?
Release them.
Stop calling me.
probably just something in the drinks. Jackson always likes to customize the drinks to his parties. Hell, remember his bar mitzvah? I remember that. Who the fuck was that? I don't know why or who is doing this to me. That's not me. I'm not like that. Yes, you are. I can't keep losing control. Stop laughing at me. Where is this even coming from?
Whoa, Brady. You look worse than you did the day after my bar mitzvah.
Jackson, what the fuck is going on? Are you hearing that too?
Whoa, dude. Chill out. Everything's fine. You were probably just hearing Becky and I laughing out there. Maybe you should lay off the alk for a bit.
You and Becky sure seem to be getting along these days.
That's one way of putting it.
What's that supposed to mean?
You could also say we're friends.
I know what's going on with you two.
Brady, it might be wise to keep your nose out of other people's business. You might smell something you don't want to. Which is why I think you should get off the bathroom floor.
What's the matter, Braid? Cat got your tongue?
Those sure were deleted. So these scenes were all taken out at various moments throughout the process of making this film, mostly due to feedback from my classmates. Though honestly, some of them I personally really liked, like the wormhole scene and the Jackson dialogue scene. The term is killing your darlings. It means taking out something for the benefit of the movie even if you yourself as the director really likes it. I personally really like the Jackson dialogue scene just because I think it's really funny. Like, Brady is suspicious that Jackson is getting with Becky, and then he kind of alludes to the fact that he is, but then immediately goes back on what he says and turns it into like a literal thing. He does it like 3 times. I think it's really funny. Also, the stabbing scene was actually kind of planned from the start. I think it's technically a really cool scene, but everyone in my class said it was a little bit too intense. I mean, I can understand. I mean, my grandma watches these videos, for goodness sake. By the way, here's a behind the scenes video of this shot actually being done. And action. That whole outdoor scene was one of the hardest things I actually ever had to shoot, because keep in mind, it was like the middle of winter, it was freezing cold. The stabbing scene was the first thing we did, and obviously it wasn't his fault, but when Thomas was stabbing the Tupperware full of blood, he actually completely ripped through it with the knife, so it spilled all over the sidewalk. And of course we had more scenes to shoot, so we had to scoop the blood off the sidewalk, put it on Emmy, and of course at that time, my DP had to use the bathroom, but everyone was freezing, so we really couldn't wait, and I had like blood all over my hands. And I just had to get the shot, so I just risked getting blood on the camera. I just took the camera, filmed the next shot. After that, we had the scene where he stabbed himself, so I had to scoop the blood from what was left of the Tupperware, put it into Thomas's mouth. That's why I didn't really look that realistic, because it was kind of frozen. I got blood all over my shirt, but it was good. I think it came out good.
Wow, sounds like you're a pretty shitty director.
Why, you little... pretty much about it. What's next, you may ask? Well, let's just say you can't sign out of social media if you were made to be the content.
We hope you enjoyed this video. But before you go, here are some of the best photos taken on set. Enjoy!